Hi, I'm Brenda Quintana, and today I'm going to show you how to make a medallion Christmas ornament using tea bag folding. Tea bag folding is a form of origami that uses small symmetrical papers that are folded and glued together to create pretty medallions. I've also done tea bag folding with non-symmetrical patterns and have liked the results as well. The supplies that you'll need for this project are some Tombow multi-purpose glue, some baker's twine, a piercer and a mat, the 1 1/4 inch scallop circle punch, some Bright's Glimmer Brads, some designer series paper, and some glimmer paper. Okay, let's get started. You will need to cut your paper into small squares no smaller than 2 inches. You will need 8 squares of the same size to make one ornament. Here I'm using squares that are 2 3/8 inches. Now you're only going to be able to see one side of the paper, so choose which pattern you like the best. I'm going to be using this pattern, and that's going to be the one on the outside. So if you want that pattern to appear on the outside, we're going to start off by folding that to the inside. So to start off with, we're going to fold this into a rectangle. And I'm just going to use my finger to crease the fold here. Open up your square and then fold again, going the opposite direction. So you're kind of like folding a plus sign in the middle of your paper. Okay? Now open your square up again, and now we're going to turn it over. This time we're going to fold the back of the paper to the inside and the front of the paper to the outside. And we're going to fold on the diagonal this time. Then open up your paper again, and you're going to do the diagonal in the opposite direction, kind of like making an X fold. This time I want you to keep your piece of paper closed, and I want you to bring the fold so that it's along the top, and the open end is towards the bottom. Fold on the top. Now we're going to hold both of these ends, and we're going to push it together, and you're going to see that it's going to come to this kind of point with 4 pieces off the side. And we're going to take 2 of them and put them on one side and 2 on the other. And you should have a piece that looks like a triangle with a pointed end and an open end. Okay, now if you've created your piece and it doesn't look like a triangle, it looks like a square or a diamond, then you haven't folded it correctly, and you need to go back and look at the directions again and make sure you fold it into something that looks like a triangle, not into a square. Okay, you need to make 8 of these. Just do the exact same thing, and you're going to need 8 total, so I have 7 more of these here. And we're just going to grab our Tombow multi-purpose glue, and we're going to start gluing them together. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here and here, and we're going to open this end, and we're going to take this, which will be closed, and stick it inside of here. Okay, you can use maybe a little bit of glue right here as well. Okay, bringing it together, open this up and put glue on here and here. Hope you can see that. And then bring this together. I've got glue on my fingers too. This glue is really good for doing for adhering your paper craft projects. You might find at the beginning that this pops open a bit. If you just hold it for a few seconds, it should seal up nicely. Grab yourself a tissue in case you're getting glue on your hands like me. The trick is to get enough glue so that it sticks together and not too much so that it's all over your fingers. So we're just going to take another one, bring it together, hold it for a few seconds, open this up. This This is really actually quite easy to do. Be a fun craft to do with kids. Make some Christmas ornaments for the tree. Okay, you can see how it's starting to come together. Just a few more to go. That's too much glue. I'm glue happy today. Okay, always when you're gluing, make sure you're gluing the point to the inside. The open end is towards the outside. So just remember, point goes in, okay? Come around. Almost there. Just got a few more to glue in place. You can tell I'm getting glued myself. Okay. I've got tissue stick to me now. Okay. Okay, notice this is kind of popping up a little bit. So when you're doing this, if you hold it down for a few seconds, it's going to have time to seal. I'm trying to move quickly here, and so it's not working very well. Okay, I'm getting ready to do my last one. So my last one, I have to actually glue twice. So I'm going to first glue it into position right here. Okay. And then I'm going to have to open this up and then close the other one up. Close it, and it's going to be glued inside of here like that. So this one's going to be just a little bit more tricky. Put some glue over on this side. Put some glue over on this side. And then bring it together. If you have time, probably the easiest way to do this would be to actually stick it under a book or something, a heavy book, and that way it will all flatten out. And you can see this paper I chose has a symmetrical pattern, and it's created a star image. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece that I've punched out with my 1 1/4 inch scallop circle punch, and I'm going to take a glimmer rod, and there they go all over the place. And I'm going to take the glimmer pad. I have pierced the center of my scallop circle piece. I'm going to take a green glimmer rod, and I'm going to stick it through the center here. And okay, here's a little trick. If you're having trouble with your glimmer rods, take your piercer, and down near the bottom there's a little bit of a V. You can pop open your glimmer rod if you bring it up through the bottom like that, and you can pop it open, and that way you can get them open without breaking off your fingernails. And then you're going to stick this through and stick it through the center and open up the little ends there on the back. Okay. And I would need to stick this one under a book because it's popping up right now because I didn't hold down the glue long enough. But just quickly, you can add some baker's twine to this. You'll need to pierce a hole. If I can show you a little bit closer. You need to pierce a hole just about maybe a 1/4 inch down from the top of one of the points. Okay. Just need to make it big enough for the baker's twine to go through. And then I've taken, this is like a 10-inch piece of 10-inch length of baker's twine, and sometimes baker's twine is hard to get through. So I take a piece of tape and I just put it on the end like this. It's going to create like a little hard piece of plastic so that I can feed my baker's twine through. I'm just going to cut along the edge like that, and you can make the point a little pointy. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got kind of like a little pointed end now. And then you can take it and feed it through. Okay, this is very hard right now because I've got sticky fingers. Okay, there we go. You can see that it's come through. And you're just going to pull this through and can do a knot at the end like this and knot it up, and then you can cut off that little piece of tape. And there you go. If you stick this under a book for a while, all the pieces will stay adhered and flat. And there you go. You have a cute little ornament to hang on your Christmas tree. The other thing you can do with these medallions is you can also turn them into a Christmas card. Here's one that I've done with symmetrical papers, and I turned that into a Christmas card. So there you go. Different types of ornaments that you can do with tea bag folding. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like to see more of my tutorials, please visit me at QBsQuest.com. Bye for now.